Hey.
Pink there.
I'm a little peaked today. How
As
are you,
pink
buddy?
as me, though. I always look pink.
Well, especially because you just got off a jet plane from the tropical climate.
38 degrees, baby. A balmy 38.
Hi, gang. Welcome to tonight's episode of Low Expectations, Season 2, Episode 3. I got that right.
Yes, I think so.
And we are your lovable and slightly annoying hosts. I guess he's lovable and I'm slightly annoying. I'll take it. All right. That's Tom. I'm B. We're happy to see you. We missed you. We had to take last week off, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
And there you have it. There's the long-winded explanation.
I think that's about all we need to go into. Is that
Well, so good to see you all here tonight. We missed you. We're happy you're back. We're happy we're back. Everybody's happy. Mm-hmm. How's your week going?
It has been a long week.
That's what happens when you run around and play. When you run away and play, there's the piper to pay.
It's been a long week. A really long week.
Well, we were talking about this a little bit before the show. I told you, it's the beginning of February. I'm officially sick of this weather. I'm over it. I'm done. I need sunshine. I need warm weather. I need to wear shorts. I'm just angry. I'm getting cranky.
I haven't gotten a big snowstorm yet, so I'm still not happy that I haven't gotten that. But the cold weather could.
Oh, you missed last weekend. It wasn't a big snowstorm, but it kind of looked cool for a little while.
Yeah, I want a foot plus of snow.
I don't think you're getting it.
No, I don't think it's going to happen this year, sadly. Although we do sometimes get that early March.
The surprise?
Early March storm. Yeah, I always like that. And then it melts real fast. So maybe we'll get that. We'll see.
I haven't had a single day off, and every time we have any type of weather event, it's on the weekend, man. That's a drag.
Yeah, that has not been great.
Oh, hop douche, taking shots. Referencing that I am somehow groundhog-like? Well, see you're living up to your name.
Grumpy hibernating rodent.
I've also heard they have been referred to as whistle pigs. Did you know that?
Is that where
I don't know.
the bourbon comes from? Like the distillery Whistle Pig?
I have no idea. We were playing a fun game today. I was talking about Groundhog Day with my kids at school, and I said, does anybody know another name for a groundhog? And somebody was like, somebody said beaver, and I was like, oh yeah, a beaver. Yeah, I'm going to throw on my wetsuit, grab my scuba gear, I'm going to dive down there and see if he saw a shadow. I was like, no, it's not a beaver. That's how I talk to my kids, by the way.
I called a group of my kids rocket scientists today because I went through how to charge. We're building robots, right? Mm-hmm. And they all have the same battery. So I showed them how to charge the battery. I'm like, take the battery, slide it into the charger. Except you don't slide it into these two chargers. You can tell the ones you shouldn't use because they're not plugged into anything. It's just an empty charger with no cord. It's just a box. Don't plug them into that.
And gee, Tom, what happened?
By the end of class, there were 2 batteries plugged into the 2 non-plugged in chargers. I was like, come on, guys, seriously. And they all just stare at you. Huh? Why doesn't it work? Because it's not plugged in. And yeah, hop douche, yes, definitely 6 more weeks of stout drinking. Yeah.
By weeks, I think he means months.
56 more
years.
Weeks. 156 more weeks.
He'll be happy with the end of the show tonight, I think.
Yeah. I'm really sad. I missed a great barrel-aged stout this morning.
Anniversary?
I got busy.
Anniversary?
No.
Oh.
I wasn't happy with last year's anniversary. I wouldn't do it again. EQ did a collab with Trillium last year called Soft Baked Oatmeal Squares. It was delicious oatmeal stout, just really incredible. Lots of brown sugar. It was fantastic. And they barrel aged it and released it this morning, and I missed it. So I'm gonna have to trade for one of those bottles.
Because God forbid you or any of the other dweebin signs in our little group ever miss a release. God forbid.
Well, I quit buying anything but barrel aged. The cellar's too big.
I'm all proud of myself.
The cellar's too full. I gotta narrow it down.
Well, aren't you glad I left my bottle of this at home when we're drinking yours? I'm helping.
Yeah,
I'm
that
helping.
is very helpful. Yes, that is super helpful. Let's get into tonight's beers because we're dry here. I'm getting parched. I feel like I've been eating sand.
Okay.
We need to get moving.
Get it over there. Get ready to go. But I just want to give a shout out to our pre-show beer that you didn't like.
Yeah.
But Nate and I are on the same page. We both enjoyed it. Imprint just did a fabulous new lager. It's a Bock, and it is delicious. It makes Tom feel like he's at church. We'll just leave it at that.
It did. It was like unleavened bread.
No, it was not.
It was like
beautiful.
I just took communion. But whatever. To each their own.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
Tonight's first beer is called Nugget Nectar.
That's my favorite IPA, Tom.
It's a delicious IPA. Wonderful IPA. IPA. It is an India Pale Ale. Because it's hoppy, it must be an IPA. All right, let's open this guy up. Ooh, we got a little foam there. Oh, and tonight's glass, my vesicle, will be the new I Quit beer. It was just released this week. This is the I Quit beer. All 3 Back to the Futures, all in one. It's really detailed. Very, very small pictures, but nicely detailed. Very fun to look at. You can look at it all day. This is the I Quit beer Back to the Future. So here we go. Let's pour the Nugget Nectar. Oh, look. It looks kind of red.
Almost amber.
It looks, yeah, reddish amber. See that, guy? Sorry, I took it away too fast. Just incredible lacing. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Look. Oh, it's lovely. It's so red and amber colored. So not like an IPA. I'm so confused.
It smells good. It smells really good.
This doesn't even smell like an IPA.
All right. Okay, the jig is up. We are belaboring the IPA point because this beer is an OG PA classic, super seasonal, Imperial / double red ale, amber ale, if you will. And the joke is, every year this would come out, and back before it went in the infancy of Facebook, there weren't 75 million different beer groups out there on Facebook. There was really just one, and it was called Beer Nerds, and everybody was part of Beer Nerds. And at this special time of year, lo and behold, some poor soul would hop on and say, "Oh, I love this IPA."
This is the best IPA ever.
And they would post,
it's so hoppy and delicious.
They would post a picture of the Nugget Nectar, and trigger alert! 7,000 comments later, it was like rioting in the streets. It's not an IPA. It's an IPA. It's a delicious. I don't care. It's delicious. Oh, you knew you. Yeah, right.
Technically, it's a red ale. It's an amber ale. And that's exactly what it is. When you taste it, it is not an IPA.
Nope.
It's a delicious, heavily hopped red ale.
Nice hoppy profile on the finish.
You know, they lost it for a year or two there.
It's back.
But this is very nice.
Yeah.
This is back.
Nice. It's a very clean, crisp drinking beer with a nice hoppy finish.
Really, really nice. I really do like this beer.
And honestly, this brewery holds a special place in my heart.
Mine too. Absolutely.
There's a lot of nostalgia attached to the place.
If you're from PA,
Yeah.
there and you've liked craft beer for a while, there should be. This should have a special spot.
Yep. I enjoy going out there. The food is really good. I was there pre and post renovation, so and the bar, one of my favorite bars.
Were you there before they moved to Hershey?
No.
So we've been going before they moved to Hershey. Nate from In the Mix and I have been out there when it was like, oh my gosh, it was maybe not even the size of like half of a basketball court.
Yeah.
It was a very tiny place and just standing room only everywhere.
Where was it?
Hundreds and hundreds of people.
Was it near Hershey?
It was closer to Harrisburg. I actually think the address was Harrisburg, but it was like the outskirts. It was just absolutely packed. You would have to go get a beer, and by the time you made it through the giant packed line, just hundreds of people, and got back, you were just
Time to get in line again.
Yeah, it was insanity. Still fun.
Yeah.
And like those were the days where you would look back and like through the little tiny window to the brew house, you'd see like one of the brothers out there, or one of the brothers would come out and just kind of hang out behind the bar and serve beer. Like it was definitely a different time for them before they blew up into what is now Hershey.
Yep. I put Troeggs in the same category of OG kind of breweries like Dogfish Head fits into that category.
Absolutely. Right up there. Very big breweries that started small and made it big. And still continue to do good stuff. Mm-hmm. Maybe not the stuff that we hunt down all the time, but still good work.
I drink one of these every year. Mm-hmm. I still drink one of these every year.
Yeah, me too.
I make the effort to go get one of these every year.
And last year with the double Nugget frenzy, when it was super limited and everyone was stuck in their houses, that was crazy.
Yes.
They got that hype going really good. That's just like when they did that for Double Blizzard too, right?
Yeah.
Double Blizzard of hops was another big one, which I'm very partial to Blizzard of hops. I
enjoy it as well.
Double Blizzard.
I enjoy it as well. Yep.
And Mad Elves. Elves.
Mad Elves?
Mad Elves. Mad Elves.
What are we talking about right now?
Well, they have several different Mad Elf variations.
Oh.
So would it be Mad Elves?
It would
or
be.
Mad Elves?
I believe it would be elves.
Okay.
I don't.
Not Mad Milfs.
That's a completely different show.
That's a different game. You're gonna have to scratch that one off your game tonight.
Is that a euphemism?
What kind of beer would that be?
Yeah,
Mad Milf.
No, don't do it.
Milk Stout?
No, don't do it. Don't you do it. Definitely a triple IPA.
Yeah. Smell like cougar pee? Real hoppy.
Real happy.
I don't know.
There's a lot of citra in that one. Man.
Yeah.
Triple dry hop. Okay, that's enough of that.
A little Botox.
I keep trying, folks. I can't get out. Is that Nate? Stop that. Yeah, so good. And
That was really good. I needed that. I feel better already.
Do you?
It was a really hard day. Now I brought this on myself.
You did.
The kids weren't bad. It was just a really, really hard day. I had 4 classes doing 3D design, all super excited, but they want me to teach them everything I know, everything in 25 minutes. So that they can learn it all and then practice for a few minutes. I'm like, guys, I got to do this in little steps. So they're like super thirsty for the knowledge, and I feel bad holding them back, and it exhausts me.
You wouldn't suckle them, would you?
No. And then in the afternoon, it was a whole afternoon of robotics, and these kids were just building like crazy and making mistakes like crazy, and it was really good, but it's just running in circles.
Are you ever tempted to have them do the robot in class when you're doing robotics?
No, but they're allowed.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
James is
Woody.
here.
Woody made it.
We were just talking about you earlier.
All right.
Got some 4-packs for you.
That was scrumptiddlyicious.
I loved it, but you look like you want another, sir.
Well, I have a question. Do we
Yes.
dive right into the second one, or do I talk about stuff? Dive right into the second one?
How about we talk about stuff while we're diving into the second one?
Why don't we open the second one and pour it, and then I can talk about stuff.
That sounds great.
Okay.
Let's go for tonight's second beer from the Troeggs brothers. The second beer tonight was also obtained by B. It is Double Nuggies. Double Nugget Nectar. It is the fresh one, just came out last week, right?
Yep.
It's a double Imperial Amber Ale, not an IPA.
Shout out to Bender for this one. He hooked me up.
Oh, Ben took care of you?
Yep.
Nice. I was out of town. I was down south in Florida.
Playing pirate.
Yes, at Gasparilla, the giant pirate parade. It was amazing for the first 40 minutes.
It was amazing, except for the parade part.
Yeah. And I can give an honest opinion about that, but I mean everyone else had fun, so whatever. Oh look, it looks exactly the same. No difference at all.
Can you grab 2 little glasses? Can we do a side by side so they can see what the 2 look like? Is that an option?
Sure. We can just grab 2 little guys from. I don't have 2 Oh, you know what we have?
No, I don't.
We could get 2 matching ones from down below there if you wanted to.
Okay.
Or look, there's 2 matching. Yeah. I love doing dishes. Let's do that.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
Sorry.
All right, so let's do Nugget on the left, regular Nugget. Nugget on the left, a little bit in there. Okay, Nugget on, Dub Nug on the right.
Nate's got to drink both of these.
Nate's gonna like either one of these.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, there is a distinct difference.
Show the kids on the pour cam.
Okay, so in the pour cam, hopefully you can see.
Oh, yeah, we can
left, this one right here, this is the single nug, and this would be Dub Nug.
Well, Dub Nug was positively hazy
double.
looking.
Slightly hazy looking, and when you read the description of how it is different, they did make this hazier on purpose. Like, you can tell.
Can you put them down for a second? I want to see something, because it looks to me... No, they're both really well carved. There's a lot of carb.
Yeah, the carb is almost identical.
And the head is slightly better on the Dubs.
I would say a nicer head.
Although
this has been open longer.
Yes, I was just about to say that's off gassed a lot more.
So both beautiful beers. This one is obviously more old school, very clear.
Oh, get the nose on this.
Yeah.
Get the nose on that.
Move these ladies out of the way.
That was fun. Thanks.
There you go.
You see what I mean?
It smells like they added Simcoe hops to this one.
Stop it.
Definitely some Simcoe in there.
I get more booze on the nose. It smells more alcoholic.
Totally different beer. Completely different beer.
Oh, yeah.
Completely different beer. Maybe it's the same base. But you know what? Even in the description, they said they used a different malt. Did they? Yeah. So in the description, it was a different malt here. I have that up for us. It'll also pop up on the monitor up there. So they used Simcoe, which wasn't in the first one.
Right.
Azaka, which wasn't in the first one. And Munich malt brings a bready sweetness. So they changed quite a bit of what they're doing. Not just the hops, but they did change a bit.
Well, in their defense, probably the base nugs wasn't beefy enough to get to the ABV they wanted.
Yeah. They actually kind of hint to that in the description. Let's take Nugget Nectar and double it. Well, it wasn't quite that easy, but it was a fun balancing act. So they took it and they carefully doubled it, and I think they changed it more for today's tastes than 10 years ago's tastes. That being said, I'm thoroughly enjoying this drink. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm not complaining that it's a different type of beer, or it's a slightly different beer. It's very good. Cannot get... There we go. Whew. Yes, we know Dub Nug is a Northeast Amber Ale. Is that a thing? A New England Amber Ale? I think he means Northeast, because Pennsylvania's in the Northeast. Oh. Yeah, NE could be Northeast or New England. That's why that hazy IPA thing gets so hazy. But once again, for my, it sounds silly. I'm not going to use. I almost said local little Troeggs, but it's not little. But for my local Troeggs, who is kind of a Dogfish Head Victory kind of vibe, right? Mm-hmm. It's a good beer. It's a good beer. Uh-oh. But I'm going to say... You like single nugs better? I like this year's single better. This is a touch smoother. Little silkier mouthfeel. But I like this year's single better. I think that is a better tasting beer. I don't know if I have a better. I think they're so different. They are quite different. But if I were to pick one or the other, I'd go for single. I like it. I think if I was sitting at Troeggs and I had to order a second, I might agree with you. I might go back to the single. It was a cleaner drink. Yes. Mm-hmm. This is a little bit muddy's not the right word. Easier. It's less focused. Yeah, it's a hazier. So yeah. You totally should do a side by side. It's cool. It's really pretty interesting. It's interesting. And I'm surprised that I like the single better. Can we show the kids at home them side by side one more time so they can take a look at them side by side one more time? Let's pull these ladies in. Woo! And there you go. This guy right here, that is... it is further away from the light, but you can see that it is the single hop. And this guy right here is... All our lights just turned out on us. I don't know
Did
if
you
can
forget
tell
to pay
that.
the electric again?
Everything else is running. I'll turn them on with my phone in a second here. So this is the hazier double, and this is the single. Quite a difference, and really quite a difference in taste. But both very good. No, I have no problem with either one.
It's a good thing it wasn't a part of the show where people were visually focused on something.
Yeah. So you fill some space while I turn these lights on.
The food. The food at Troeggs is also fantastic. I love the poutine. Love the poutine.
Yeah.
He doesn't like the food. Shocking.
No. I liked it when you said I love the poutine. I thought it was funny.
Oh, wait.
I just remember it taking a damn long time to get food.
At the new one?
Was there? Yeah, at the new one.
Sometimes there's a long line.
Yeah.
When it's real busy, there's a long line.
When you go up, you
but
order.
Once you
get
once
your little
you order, it's pretty quick.
And they got the clicky, and they
I
got the
think it was
buzzer.
when they first moved and we went, and maybe they were working the kinks out. But I remember it taking a long time.
When they first moved, they didn't have the kitchen open, I don't think.
I think you're right.
Yeah, and then they eventually opened that kitchen, and now there's a whole upstairs, too.
This is a fun little game, though. Ready? Troeggs, Victory, Dogfish Head.
Yeah.
All in the same niche. Give me one more. Yeah. Give me one more that fits that niche, that style.
I can give you one that says they are,
you don't look
but
like,
that doesn't really fit.
You're not happy with the answer already.
So I could say Sam Adams, but they don't fit that same...
No, disagree.
They don't
have the portfolio that those three have.
How about something like... somebody...
No.
Do you know one?
No, I don't. I'm looking for help.
Could go with something like Anchor.
Have you ever been?
No.
No, me neither.
That's someplace I've actually been to?
Well, so it's hard to describe the niche, but those three breweries are firmly in that niche. I guess they have founders?
Mm-hmm. Huh. They're big beer, but they're still craft. Whereas Sam Adams is just big beer. They're not craft. They pretend to be craft.
Not like a Yards, maybe? Slightly?
I don't want to talk about it. But it could be. You're right. You're along that same line.
Is Founders too
Very
big?
big. I don't think Founders is too big. I think Founders is smaller than some of those other guys.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Good job, Brewpub.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
There's not many out there who are in that.
Do you know what I mean, though?
Yep.
They're kind of like...
Big business, but still quality craft.
Still kind of crafty. Mm-hmm.
You could go there and you could... Oh, you know who...
And they've got a big portfolio.
You know who is that you wouldn't think about in Rochester, New York, is Genesee. Because Genesee has their huge distribution, but when you go to Rochester, Genesee has an amazing one-off brew pub there, where they make all kinds of really great beers that are all just one-offs.
Stone
could be it too, but I've never been.
Me neither.
Yeah, very cool. I did get to go to some very cool places when I was in Florida.
Why don't you tell the kids at home where you went on your little trippy trip?
I was chauffeured to...
Chauffeured?
First, I was driven the whole time. I didn't drive anywhere because I flew in an airplane, so I didn't have a car. So I got driven everywhere. It was great. We went to... the first night we got there...
Was your chauffeur an Uber driver named Dimitri?
No.
Okay.
No, it was either Captain or Peter. But either way.
Great Lakes isn't bad.
Okay, yeah. Great Lakes would be up there too. I don't know what their facility is like. I've never seen it.
Me neither.
Okay. So I went to Beer World, which was described to me as a dirty beer hole with lots of cans. So I'm like, okay, let's go. This place
Didn't you just describe your girlfriend in high school?
Yeah. Lots of cans. Only if we were on Mars. Total Recall.
You people at home cannot appreciate how bad Nate cringed when I said that. I wish we had the extra cam up and running so you could have seen that. I even hesitated a tick before I said that one. Then I went with it. Okay, I'm sorry. Beer World. Dirty beer hole with lots of cans.
It was like an old 7-Eleven.
He cringed again.
It was like an old 7-Eleven, but this place had cases of cans stacked up from the floor, taller than me. They were 6.5 feet high at most spots.
But were they IPAs?
Everything.
That makes me angry.
This place was packed.
It's like a beer junkyard.
It was all oddly within the last month or two. It was really weird. He had all kinds of stuff. He had Equilibrium down there. He had stuff that we don't get around here. It was really pretty neat. So I grabbed a couple 4-packs. Ghost in the Machine.
Did any of that make it home with you?
No, I didn't check any baggage. Ghost in the Machine.
You could have emptied out
on the shelf for $13 a 4-pack.
You could have emptied out Mikey's suitcase.
I could have. Yeah. Ghost in the Machine. $14. $13.99 a 4-pack. Just sitting on the shelf down there. So I'm like, yeah, I'm getting that. Absolutely.
How long did that 4-pack last?
About as much as it cost. 14 minutes.
I popped all 4 and went la 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 la.
Put them in the funnel. Let's go.
So Ghost in the Machine is a really good IPA from Parish Brewing in Louisiana.
And it's hard to get up here.
Yeah,
down
it's
there,
really
it's sitting on a shelf.
It's really hard to get.
Just sitting on a shelf. So then we went to Arcane Ale Works, which was really cool, and I was really happy with a lot of their...
Was anyone dressed as a wizard?
No.
Okay.
They released a triple IPA that day, which was pretty good, but they released some IPAs that they had on tap there that were really incredibly good. Their stouts were good.
To my knowledge, I've never had an Arcane beer.
I was impressed. You have. You definitely have.
He keeps saying
they're known for a stout called Desert Eagle. And it's a guy with a Desert Eagle. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. Absolutely.
Yeah, you've had that beer.
Okay.
They make a bunch of variations of it, but I was really impressed with them. So we picked up a couple 4-packs, took them back to the house. Then over the weekend we went to Woven Water, which was by far the most impressive. Everything they made was top notch. And they had a bottle release, so I got some nice barrel aged.
He says I've had their beer. I can't remember. I don't enjoy that name.
I think it's a really good name.
He likes the name. I don't.
Yeah, I would describe it as like a poetic name. Like you've woven water into something different.
It smacks of pretension to me.
Wow, the place was really cool.
Cool.
Angry Chair.
Classic.
We went to a place called Rapp Brewing, R-A-P-P Brewing, which in the whole area down there, the story is that the guy who was like the best home brewer all around in the whole area. He had the big homebrew club and was like, the king of the homebrewers. He started Rapp. And then as soon as he started Rapp, all the homebrewers would continue to meet there and hang out, and it was really important to him to like foster the homebrew community.
Everything about that sounds amazing.
And the beers were really good. They had traditional beers, which were fantastic, all the way to some really weird stuff. One I got a crowler of, I brought home for Matty K. Lasers was, are we going long?
No, we're good.
A banana Hefeweizen. It was incredible.
By nature.
A touch of banana. This was like, banana! It was really good. It was good.
I like how you finished my sentence.
Yeah.
Because you knew where I was going, right?
Yeah. Which when I was like, a banana Hefeweizen, like there's banana and clove in it no matter what.
Yeah, that makes
So then I tasted it. I was like, whoa, it's like, banana Hefeweizen.
Which is funny because in our particular close-knit drinking circle, there are a lot of bananaholics. We love our banana beers. We love our banana beers. So that's interesting. Hefeweizen, I could take it, I could leave it, but banana Hefeweizen sounds interesting.
We were talking about next week's show. If my packages get here, we could do a whole Florida show. I'll get on top of that.
Wait, I thought we had another show planned for next week.
We do, but if the packages get here, we could have fresh Florida stuff.
No, that's great. That's a great
here.
idea.
So we just push the other one back a little.
What were we going to do for the other one? I forget.
Play chainsaw.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah. I love having plans. It's something new.
But it was a good time. The Pirate Parade. It was huge. It was like 300,000 people.
Who knew there were that many pirates?
All cheering for pirate floats. And I was all hyped for like 40 minutes. Like, man, this is incredible. This is great. And then like 40 minutes in, I was like,
Oh, look, another pirate.
Yeah, it's another. Oh, yeah. Hey, look, there's still a stream of pirate floats. So I realized that parades are stupid.
Now, I think if you're on the float, it's a completely different experience.
So it's like really hard to get on the float.
Oh, I'm sure it
you
is.
have to be. They call it to be part of a crew.
Yeah, they pattern
Apparently it's like
it
a
on
really
Mardi
hard
Gras,
thing.
right?
Yeah, it's just a really hard thing to do. So I don't know. I'll never be on a crew. Oh, we went to a really cool bar called Saltwater Hippie. Really neat little place. Had fun there.
So it was a fun excursion.
But 38 degrees. I flew to Florida for 38 degrees.
You make bad choices sometimes. Well, you can't control it. You can't control it. But it was fun.
I'll be damned if I didn't sit in the hot tub and pretend it wasn't 38
was
degrees.
fun.
Nobody else did.
I have things to discuss. Do we crack this bottle before we discuss, or do we discuss?
Well, let's discuss a little.
Okay.
And then we can crack. I don't know if Pat Croce was in it. I convinced everyone to leave before that.
I feel like Croce's way further south, Rags. He's a Key West kind of guy.
He's a Key West kind of guy. Yeah, this was Tampa.
Okay. First thing I want to discuss is apparently Valentine's Day is next weekend. Tom clued me into that fact tonight. Mm-hmm. Look, I'm just going to lay it on the line straight out for you. If you don't have plans next weekend, they should be an imprint, right, Tom?
Yeah. But don't go like too early. Maybe go after I get there, like 5 o'clock, so that all the good stuff's not gone.
Selfish Tom speaking. I prefer you came Thursday night, but that's a whole different story. All weekend long, I have had the most fun over the past 2 weeks curating these stout and chocolate flight pairings. Mm-hmm. I got to go to the candy store. I got to talk to the candy girls. I got to pour them stouts.
Grumpy old man in a candy store.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the opposite of a kid in a candy store. And I wasn't grumpy when I was there. Not like some guy who was in 38-degree weather in Florida. He, stuck at a parade, he was grumpy. He was grumpy. But anyway, yeah, I got to pour these girls these crazy imprint stouts, and they were like, ooh, I think this chocolate would go great with that. Ooh, I think... And I don't like candy. I'm not a candy guy. Mm-hmm. But they were making these crazy candies to pair up with these stouts. So, just a little taste, no pun intended. Our first pour of the flight is a blueberry vanilla rye stout paired with a chocolate ganache with some pepper I'd never heard of. And I ate it and I was like, oh, wow. It's dark chocolate, sea salt, pepper ganache. We all know what a ganache is, kids? It's like that melted, velvety, chocolatey liquid center. Mm-hmm. And it had just a little bit of heat. And I was like, okay, if this heat is a 4 on a scale of 1 to 10, can we bump this up to like a 7? She's like, I can do that. And I was like, yes. So it's going to be a nice spicy to pair with the sweet vanilla blueberry.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be really good. And they have a dark chocolate bacon bark.
Ooh.
To go with one of the other stout pours. I forget which one that's going with. And then, so we've got 4 chocolates.
You had me at blueberry vanilla.
Yeah, Erica, you definitely want to be there. So the plan is right now, I'll be there Saturday. Kicks off at noon. Technically, the hours are from 12 to 6. But you can go anytime. You can get the flights all weekend from Thursday to Sunday.
Now, this is Valentine's weekend, not this coming weekend.
Yeah, not this weekend, Valentine's weekend. And I feel like a commercial, and I apologize, but...
It's okay, it's good. It's not being advertised very much, so.
But also that same day, that Saturday at Imprint, we've partnered with a Beer Discovery app.
Beer Discovery, that's what...
Where if you download these guys from the Beer Discovery app, get all these great beers, bring it to breweries, and give you free pours if you download their app. So if you download that app, you can go into Imprint on Saturday and get a bunch of free beers.
They've got, on the list, they have Fidens to pour. They have...
I'm jumping on Instagram as we speak.
Tripping Animals. I forget some... Like, those were the 2 that stood out to me. But they're going to have, like, 15 or 20 different breweries' beers there to just share. Just free to share, that you can't...
Widowmaker, Tripping Animals, Human Robot, Fidens. Was it 3 Sons?
Oh, yeah, 3 Sons are going to be there at 3, right? So every hour there's going to be something from 1, 2, and 3.
District 96, First State, Stoneface, 450 North, and Blaze. And then there's another set to be determined.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. And that's all free. Those are all free beers.
I won't be there until after Pinewood Derby is over.
I'll probably be there around 1.
But as soon as Pinewood Derby is over, I'm going to race my little cars over there and... But gotta do Pinewood Derby first.
So come on out next weekend. Come on out. You know what I'll do? I will put events up. Because I have another event I need to put up in the group.
Okay.
March 8th. Would you like to... This is where you say, hey, what's happening on March 8th?
Hey, what's happening on March 8th?
We're headed back to our friends at Well Crafted in Lansdale. We're doing a live show that we want you to be part of, and they have special news.
But we're going to record the live show, right?
They don't need to know.
Okay. It's not going to be live. It's going to be recorded live.
But we want you to be there. So we have lots of stuff coming up. Oh, yeah, Woody, I forgot. That same weekend, we released banger Valentine Smoogies, too.
Oh, yeah? You're
Yeah.
doing another Valentine smoochie.
Friday.
Cool.
It's all
Nice.
that whole mix pack is dropping, too.
Oh,
so
cool.
it's a crazy weekend. There's all kinds of stuff
It's
going
going to be wild. Yeah, and starting on... is it tomorrow? No, next week. Next Thursday... Trivia starts at Imprint, right?
Yes, come out and visit me on a Thursday night and have trivia, win great prizes, drink cheap lagers, and have good food.
Yeah. So now you can stop going to Thursday night trivia. No, wait, you can stop going to
Wednesday night trivia.
Wednesday night
And
trivia.
go to Thursday
come
night
to
trivia.
Thursday night trivia. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, pew pew pew.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All you bunch of traders.
Yeah.
Okay.
Open up a beer.
That's a whole lot of advertising right there.
We're done.
Yeah.
Open up a beer.
Is all our events?
I think.
And mark your calendar for St. Patrick's Day, too. Because we got St. Patrick's Day coming up, too.
Oh my God, St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, because we have a special event for St. Patrick's Day.
We do have a special event for St. Patrick's Day.
Like
Like-
a crazy special event.
Like the 35 of you went to the Kringle Crawl, you're really going to be happy about St. Patrick's Day. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. It's not a crawl.
No, it's not a crawl.
It's not a crawl.
It's, It's more of a stumble.
There you go. The St. Pat's starts with a P. St. Patty's
Promenade?
Promenade. Nah, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Anyway, somebody help us with rhyming P words out there.
Don't. Do not do that.
The St. Patty's.
Do not do it.
Rags will help us out. Rags will the next bottle. It's a bottle, and it's an oldie. This is a bottle that, oddly enough, B has the exact same
Yeah, it's
bottle
funny.
at his house. The same age, same everything. So this is a 2017 Impending Descent. And every year when I go to Troeggs, I go at least once a year. When I go there, I always try and buy at least one bottle of Impending Descent. So I have verticals of Impending Descent. This is my oldest at 2017. It is a stout brewed with vanilla bean and cocoa, aged in bourbon barrels, bottled in 2017.
Where does it say 2017 other than the blue tape?
Real big right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so if I peeled back the, what do you call that layer between the audience and the filmmaker? Ryan Reynolds.
Third wall?
Third wall?
Fourth wall.
Fourth wall?
What is it?
Nate?
Fourth wall or third wall?
Help me out, Nate.
I think it would be the fourth wall.
Yeah, I think fourth wall.
Be the fourth wall.
So I'm peeling back the fourth wall for the people at home. When we put this show together, I was like, hey, I've got both nugs. That makes a great show, right? And I think I have one more Troeggs sitting around at home. So I went home, I poked around, and I found the Impending Descent. I have never had an Impending Descent before in my life.
It is one of my favorite stouts.
And he told me that tonight. This is one of his favorite stouts, which is crazy because he drinks all the stouts. So is it really one of your favorites?
It's a beautifully done stout. Now, with that said, I think 2017 is a little old. So we may be dropping off a tad here.
Okay.
It's a little old for this. But let's go to town.
If it was a 2020...
Oh my gosh, 2019 even. But 17 we're getting to that cliff where it's going to drop off,
Okay.
which is okay. We'll see how it goes. This is what she looks like. They look the same every year except for a different date on the bottom. Let's see. Oh, it was a cork and cage bottle. I removed the cage and soon the cork.
That was rather anticlimactic.
All right, let's see how this lady pours. But
Whoa! Some glugging, and that looks motory.
with
oily.
a cork and cage, you're going to.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, you know what? It's not bad. I definitely have carbonation. No head, but there's carbonation in there. The color is roughly the same color, maybe one shade lighter than my heart. And let's give this a smell.
I get boozy barrel, and I get the cacao nibs. That's what I get in the nibs.
I wish they made soap and deodorant and shampoo that smelled like this. I would bathe in it.
Are you getting vanilla?
Oh, absolutely. That very first hint, vanilla and chocolate together.
It smells really good. It does. Although it also my nose hairs are a tad bit burny because there's some alcohol going on in here.
It has begun the drop off. But you get that chocolate. It's nice. Imagine just a year younger than this. Like, you can taste that slight drop off there.
If I had to describe this, I would describe it as subdued.
And that's what's happening right now. It's starting to get muted.
I wish I had these flavors at their peak because there's a really good beer here, but it's like this beer is kind of like me. It's a little tired. It's a little sleepy. It's done its job and it just wants to rest. But it's still highly entertaining, and you can tell this beer had potential.
I'm getting like a lot of, with this one, which I've never had before, there's a lot of dried fruit notes in the back there.
Oh,
Whole lot.
I can see that.
Like bigger dried fruits.
And dark fruits.
Yep.
Like
prune.
yeah, I was gonna say like if you dried out an old plum, I guess it's
Cracked raisins.
Well, see, raisins are like a smaller dried fruit, but yes, that you would absolutely hate this. You would hate it. I think it's fantastic. It's really nice.
I don't know why Nate sides with you so much when we share such a loathing of raisins. I don't understand it.
I mean, this is fantastic. It is a year past its prime. It was wonderful a year ago.
At its peak, I bet this is fantastic, and I would like to try that somehow. So I have a question for you.
I will pick up a bottle next time.
Well, I have a question for you. If you're at the brewery and this is on tap, is this on tap or are they just bottled?
I've never seen it on tap.
So fresh, is fresh best?
No.
What's best?
No, I would give it a year or two. So that 18 I have back there, like an 18 or a 19, probably beautiful right now.
Okay.
This is just a little off.
So-
Just a little off.
So hey, at some point, do I bust out my 17, stack it with your 18 and 19, and do we do a side-by-side vertical?
Absolutely. We can do that. Be fun times.
Okay.
Yeah. And at 12%, it'll be something we never remember.
Boop, boop, boop. Awesome. Hey, guess what time it is? This is Jeopardy!
Say what? You can't say that.
Oh,
You want to get sued, boy?
Although we didn't get new music, so
This is way better than Jeopardy music.
this is song. I'm not going to call it a song. That's too much.
I'll take hold.
all right. Welcome to Jeopardy.
Pepperdy?
Low Exerdy.
Oh, look, you can see us behind it.
Yeah. Look at that. It's
Hey,
pretty
we're
cool.
still here,
Yeah,
yeah.
you guys are there.
Yeah, we're behind the wall.
So we have
behind
our
our wall.
categories, and starting with beer styles, the brewery, the brewing process, famous beer icons, and Wartatui.
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 What are we going to do? Like,
So
one of
I was
each?
told there's
And
no.
Stop
no,
at 5?
You guys are teaming. Like you're on the same team, so it's you against the board. I guess.
Yeah.
No, but we're not going to play 25.
We are not. Let's do 5.
You want to do 5 and then next week do the next 5?
You want to just knock out a category?
Do you want to do a category or you want to do like 100 across or 200 across?
I'm
and
gonna
get harder
I'm
and
gonna
harder?
punt to you.
Do them all real fast. Speed round.
Let's go for variety. So let's not knock out a whole category.
How about we do this? How about we tackle the
mix
1 and 200s tonight across the board?
10 questions?
We could do it.
All right, go.
You can do it. All right, where are you starting? Ahead,
Let's
pick
go
one.
Wartatui for 100.
Wartatui for 100. Miller uses this adjunct in their American-style lagers.
Corn.
Yep.
It's not an adjunct, but it's an ingredient. So
Yep.
it's corn or rice.
Final answer?
Corn.
All right.
Rice.
What
Yay.
is corn? Now remember, this is low expertise, so you have to answer in the form of a question.
Okay.
I thought we'd be sued if we answered in the form of a question.
All right.
It's not a question, it's a statement.
Next round.
Your mother is a whore.
Oh, boys. Who invited Con Shonery? Yeah, we're just going to go right to left, Nate. Make life easy.
All right. Famous beer icons for 100. Oh, let me get your score up there. You have
I'll
100.
tickle a tits now.
All right. This Dogfish Head brewer carved a niche for himself in the craft beer world by brewing off-centered ales for off-centered people.
Sam C.
Caligione?
Category.
Yes, him.
Turd Ferguson.
All right. Another 100 points there.
All right, Tom. This time we're going to put the studio audience on the spot. We're going to let them answer first. Okay?
I'll take whore ads for 100, please.
We can't get them
Not
off
a
the
category.
It's who reads.
Show-
Brewing process for 100.
Brewing process for 100. This process takes place in both extract and all grain brewing, and one of its many functions is to drive off unwanted volatile compounds.
Kids at home, any answers?
What are they shooting at here?
I mean, driving off all unwanted
100?
volatile
What
compounds.
That's
what I was thinking.
Is it gonna? Is it that broad?
I think so.
Okay, do it.
We're calling the boil on this.
What is the boil? Good job. Look at that. Another 100
It
points.
can't be that easy.
It's 100.
All right.
That's what I was going for. Yeah.
The brewery.
This brewery is famous for its hallmark steam style beer.
Is there a pause between us and the people at home, or are they just
There is a
slow?
slight, there is a pause.
Let's
but
give
they're
them a
also
chance
slow.
this time. I think this is an easy one.
It's already been mentioned tonight.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. Hey, folks, do you know this brewery? The person who answers correctly first wins absolutely nothing. There we go. Yep, Anchor for sure.
Definitely Anchor. Well done, Duce.
El Duce?
It is Anchor Brewery.
We actually have a friend named El Duce.
I bet you do.
And to finish off the 100 category, we have beer styles. This American style ale is classically represented by Sierra Nevada and their flagship beer.
Yes, I think that's correct.
Let's just go pale ale.
We're gonna let the people answer.
Screw the people.
What
right,
is
screw
American
the
Pale
people.
Ale? All right. I think we missed a couple points here. So, yeah, we got 500.
I think we
All
said it to
right.
500.
Yeah, 500.
So, all right, so wait a second. This is like, I feel like this is Monkey Jeopardy. It's too easy. Can we jump and do the outliers? Can we do 500 now? And then work our way in?
But if we do the 500s,
Yes.
then we're gonna be blowing that load for later.
How about you just stick with a category and then they get harder?
We could
Pick
do
one
that.
category a week.
What category do you want to clear out tonight? I had fun going all 5 categories.
He wants to go 200s.
Why don't we do like the 300s then?
We can, but
400s.
it's just too hard to remember what we did.
No, they'll be done.
Okay.
We'll remember.
You pick. Which one do you want to do?
You can always look back
Let's
on
do the
YouTube and
300s.
see what
Let's
we
see what
did.
the 300s like. We'll come back.
Let's go left to right,
We'll warm
300s.
up on the 200s next
Left
time.
to right, beer styles for 300. We have this strong dark lager should be very rich in malt aroma and malt flavor. The darker versions will have a heavy melanoidian quality as well.
Melanoidian. I think that's one of the aliens from Star Trek.
Yeah.
Or The
Hot
Witcher.
one. That hot chick. Strong dark lager. Is it what I brought tonight?
That was my guess. Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
Are we going Bach?
I would guess Bach for this one. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm no lager expert.
What is
wait.
Doppelbock?
Doppelbock. A double Bach.
No points there.
You got
Jimmy
me.
Crickets.
Or actually, technically, I should take points away, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
it would have been
yeah,
Doppelbock. Yeah, we should have thought that through. Yep. Darn it.
All right, the brewery for 300. It can be said that this brewery's epic tale of an old guardian could be etched in stone.
I'm glad we didn't go for 500.
Do you think this is too hard?
I think this one's hard.
Isn't it the last word?
I was thinking that also because they have, yeah.
That's the name of the beer that they...
Yeah. But really, is it going to be, is a 300 going to be that easy?
I think that's it.
I think it's, okay, let's do it. It's Stone.
What is stone? Congratulations.
At least don't capitalize stone in the question. At a minimum. All right.
All right, we have the brewing process for 300. This specific method of mashing is commonly used to get the rich melanoidian character that is the hallmark of the Doppelbock style. It is also the traditional mashing method of authentic German style pilsners.
Swing Shaggy, I don't know this.
I have no idea. So let's talk it through here. So a mashing method.
Is it talking about the timing of the mashing and when you're mashing things?
Like, is it like a double length boil, or like is that? I don't know the answer.
I don't know the answer either.
Phone a friend.
We're gonna say
Double mashing.
According to Rags, it is old barefoot German women.
Oh, there it goes. We just got that. Yeah, that works. Let's go with what Rag says.
Okay.
We'll count him as a friend.
What is a triple decoction?
Wow, never heard that in my life.
I thought that was the dive that put you on the map in high school, Nate.
It's a triple Lindy. Totally
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Totally different.
That was
Triple decoction. Jesus.
Never heard that word.
I've never heard of that before.
No.
Famous beer icons for 300. This brewery now has the honor of being America's oldest brewery, even with their new brewery, which was built in 1831.
So, Yingling.
Yeah.
But, icon, are we just naming the brewery?
Yeah.
So, what is Yingling?
Yeah.
What is Yingling?
Yingling.
What is Yingling?
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
All right.
We're struggling a little bit in the 300s here.
Yeah, these next ones are good. I'm glad we didn't jump right.
And I guess are we going to finish out with
Finishing off the night.
Finish off the 300 there.
Wurtatui for 300.
Wurtatui.
This beer is sometimes served with raspberry or Woodruff syrup.
Oh, that's
What is a traditional Berliner Weiss?
yeah, Berliner Weiss.
A
for
traditional Berliner Weiss, not a heavy.
What is a Berliner Weiss?
How'd we do, Nate?
Excellent.
Back in the day, our friends at
Round Guys. They would
were
have the syrups
all
on the
about
bar.
that.
Yeah.
The green syrup and the raspberry syrup. Yep.
All right, as of now, we have 800 points, clearing out the 100 and 300 point rows. Tune in next week. Where do we start
800
with?
out of a possible 2,000. Not good.
We didn't do so good.
All right. Well, cheers to us. Oh, look at you. Which would you like?
Whatever you got.
That one's closest.
That one's fine.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed your tour of Troeggs tonight. We really like their beers. I feel like they're often overlooked and underappreciated. Is that a fair statement?
By the hardcore craft community.
The Schnabberonis. Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
But we like them. They're our pals.
Mm-hmm.
And they make good beer. Mm-hmm. I look forward to the Nugs every year. It's fun to have them, revisit, and try again. And I think at this point we're ready to wrap up 2-3. 2, 3. We're wrapping it up. We got a lot of stuff going on. Check the page. Mike Adolph, you idiot savant. You won again. Within like 5 seconds, you guessed the 5 classic beers. It was Yingling Lager. It was Yards Pale Ale. It was Dock Street Bohemian Pilsner. I didn't think you would get the Stout Scarlet Lady, the Pale Ale, and I forget what the 5th one was.
He knows his stuff, man. I looked at that and it blinked so fast. I was like, I can't even see.
Yeah, I literally set the speed to like maximum speed so no one could see it.
I couldn't even see it at all.
Excellent. But apparently Mike Adolph can because he's an android.
Oh, there you go.
Well, we're wrapping it up. We're gonna say cheers. We had fun. We hope you did too. I'll be at Imprint tomorrow night if you want to come visit me. We're gonna both be at Imprint. I hope next weekend.
Hopefully, at some point. Yeah, I got Pinewood Derby.
He's got
But
responsibilities. But yeah. And tune in next week because we may or may not be doing a Freshies from Florida.
Yeah, hopefully we will be.
Right?
Yeah, hopefully my box gets here by then.
Hey, anybody that shows up tomorrow night, I got a secret surprise for you. Tom got something in. No, not that surprise.
Oh, okay.
That's just for Nate.
Yeah, you don't want that.
All right. Cheers. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
See
Thank
ya.
you.